Good evening, everybody. Welcome into a brand new broadcast from the Lobo Hockey Network. We are here live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as your University of New Mexico Lobos take on the visitors of Arizona State, the Sun Devils, invading Albuquerque here this weekend. I'm Joshua Carrillo here with my broadcast partner, Gino Catetis and Nick Hudson. Gentlemen, good to be back in the broadcast booth with you guys.
Fantastic after a couple weeks away to see the boys back in town, ready for hopefully what seems to be a fierce matchup between these two squads. On paper it would seem that way, but yeah, very excited for the boys to be back in town and watch hopefully a great game of hockey tonight and tomorrow.
Definitely. You have to think this is a series that Lobos fans and the Lobos have had circled on their calendar since the season's schedule was announced. ASU coming in after a pretty impressive performance against their last opponent. The Lobos obviously coming off of a sweep against NAU. So two teams riding high on momentum meeting here tonight, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one where they, obviously UNM plays Northern Arizona last week. They win 5-2 and 7-0 respectively on their nights, and ASU has beaten NAU 5-1. So on paper it would seem the teams are pretty evenly matched as far as opponents that they've seen. So very, very interested to see how the game plays out tonight.
What we're looking forward to tonight, guys, is just who's going to be the faster team to score. Both of these teams can score on their opponents. Nick, we were talking before the game. This is a squad, the Arizona State squad, that put 18 on University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. So we know they can score. And we saw from the Lobos last time they were here at home, it was a bit of a battle to see who could get that first goal against Colorado School of Mines.
Yeah, I think a lot of the first weekend was them trying to figure out, the style of game, how Coach Logan had wanted them to play, and I think get comfortable within that system. I think there was, sometimes there was a little bit of growing pains within that, but I think you also have to really respect the goalie performance was on the other side that last weekend that they played here in Albuquerque. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see. It was something that I think I took away as a positive for them from their Northern Arizona series. What we saw was the Payson Weaver, I'm forgetting the other one, Genshaw,
yeah.
On that line. They led the scoring yet again. But for me, the big positives, we saw guys like Nico, he scored, Chan Shanks, captain, also scored, had a fantastic night. And then one of the guys that I was really impressed with the first weekend we were here was Dane Wittert.
Yep.
He played fantastic the first two nights, and then last weekend against Northern Arizona, he puts up 5 points, scores 2 goals, has 3 assists, leading from the back end, basically picking up and filling that hole that we saw from last year with Logan Koya. I thought that is such a big component for this team to have a defenseman that can skate and put points on the board for them. So I was really impressed with that, and nice to see over the weekend last weekend that he put those points up. So very interested to see how that translates here tonight. But I would imagine that this team's going to be rolling so much smoother compared to when we last saw them here in Albuquerque.
And the young talent, the new talent for the Lobos, as you alluded to, Nick, continue to make an impact for this roster. A lot of these Lobos are contributing to the overall scoring offense. And that was a bit of a question I know we touched on when the season opened up here at the Outpost a couple weeks ago. How would these new guys integrate with the veteran talent around them? I would say so far early in this season, they've integrated pretty well, and the Lobos seem to have picked up offensively right where they left off.
Yeah, I think you have to also give a lot of credit to the coaching staff. They, in a lot of cases, have paired more senior players with some of these rookies. So they have that stability there with them to help them, in certain circumstances. Obviously, Nico's on the line with Tyler Weiss and Jack Kaufman, who played great last weekend as well. So, Tyler was someone that stood out to me just from what I watched last time they were here in the Outpost Arena. So, and then, like we talked about with Dane Wittert, I think he played really, really well as well. I think he was with Curtis Brown last time we saw them out. So I think that gives him a little bit more stability, having a guy like Curtis that can stay back. If he does pinch and go into the offensive zone, like he knows there's going to be someone behind him in the neutral zone covering him and can make that play to take away a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2. So
my keys to the victories, guys, I have 3 for you guys today. Let's see what you guys agree with me. Key number 1, don't be silly with the passes. We saw here, especially in their own zone, Lobos try to get a little fancy with the puck. Play smart, make the right passes, make the right decisions, and avoid the silly turnovers, because that's how Colorado scored on a couple of the goals last time, was just on bad mistakes, bad passes. Key number 2, stay out of the penalty box at dumb times. There's times where the Lobos had it locked in the back, but let Colorado come right back in by just a penalty that should have been committed. And then number 3 is just stay strong. Take the shots when needed. Don't be afraid to take your opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. I would wholeheartedly agree with that. I think, it kind of correlates with one another. If they start playing poorly in their own defensive zone, it's going to lead to scoring chances. And if we look on paper what this ASU squad holds, they have a capability to score and put it in the back of the net. So you do not want to give a high-scoring team that chance to put it in the back of the net. They're going to take their opportunities, they're going to score. That is something we didn't necessarily see out of their opponent last time they were out here at the Outpost, so I would be very curious. But to your point also on the penalties, that will be something similar as well. We know the UNM penalty kill is one of their bread and butters. They play so well on the penalty kill. They take away passing lanes. They are really, really smart with their sticks, active sticks in the defensive end, and that can help them translate to scoring offensive chances on the PK. But if you're against a really good team that has good puck possession, has really good high-end skill that is able to hold on to that for a while, you might not get the same opportunities, and it might lead to hemorrhaging goals. We've seen with both UNM goalies, they've had shutouts. Sam had one last weekend, Max had the one the week before, so UNM's goaltending is a strength of itself, but you don't want to stress it too much. I think what they do best with UNM from a defensive standpoint is they allow that first shot, and the goalies are so good at making that first save, but they have to be really smart in taking away those second and third opportunities, clearing out the crease, don't let them get those using one-timers or increased chances.
Definitely. We touched on the fact that a lot of the offensive carryover has happened for UNM. But Josh, you made a good point there. A lot of the issues they had last season have as well. Defensive zone turnovers off of bad passes, getting in the penalty box. Those were 2 things that were the only Achilles heel as the Lobos marched to nationals last season. Carryover we're seeing now as well. So something we need to definitely keep an eye on as this game progresses. Have the Lobos cleaned up those defensive zone turnovers, and are they a little bit more disciplined in their play?
Things to look forward to, Nick, you kind of touched on it earlier, is we need to see some scoring other than the Weaver, Payson, Ganshaw line. And I think that's going to be key for New Mexico. Yes, you mentioned some other players that did have some goals, but we need to see some lines that are going to be able to step, especially against a school like Arizona State. You're going to need some more goal scorers out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something that we talked about at the start of the season. It was something we probably circled on, and I'm sure most teams will circle as well. If you shut down that top line, what does the game look like? And if I'm coming in as Arizona State, that's the thing I'm targeting. I can look at the points, I can look at the totals, and even if I don't watch any game footage, I know which line I have to target. So I'm going to put my best defensive shutdown guys out there. I'm going to clog the neutral zone. I'm going to take away their easy passes and see what they do. And truth be told, if we look at the week that they were last here at UNM in the Outpost arena, they didn't do the best of that. It was a struggle from the secondary scoring. So I would be really interested to see how it goes, but I think that's going to be part of what the coaching staff is going to figure out over these next couple of games. You've got 2 really good opponents coming in the next couple times here. Obviously ASU this weekend, Air Force next in 2 weekends time. So this is a great time for you to test the mettle and figure out what line combinations work in that, I guess, tempered steel environment of high-end hockey.
All right, well, we want to, again, welcome you guys to the Lobo Hockey Network. Let us know where you guys are chiming in from. If you're a Lobo or a Sun Devil fan, we welcome you to the broadcast. We're going to send it over to the PA announcer now as he gives you the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Mexico, number 64, Christina Gopal. On defense from Los Lobos, New Mexico, number 71, Jerry Carr. On left wing from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 23, Seth Mason. On the right wing from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, number 25, Gail Richert. At center from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 89, Zach Ganshaw. Lobo is coached by Logan Lebaron and assisted by Brad Harris. At this time, will you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats as we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem. Performed tonight by Tony Orlando. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets of red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, get your seatbelts ready and locked and loaded as we have here University of New Mexico Lobos and the Sun Devils from Arizona State. Lobos in their white uniforms, cherry tops and gray stripes, black pants, and the Arizona State Sun Devils in their black unis with the yellow Sun Devil color and the maroon jerseys. Guys, we're in for a good one here. Both these teams can score. It's going to be who's going to be the one who's got the speed and the quickness to do it first.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be hopefully a little bit of a shootout. We haven't seen one of those in a while, but yeah, I would expect with two high-powered offenses, should be a little bit of a shootout, which is always a fun one, especially on a Friday night. Friday night fireworks inside on the ice, so well, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to this one.
Lobos going from your left to your right. The Sun Devils will be going from your right to your left there. Gino, this is we said it earlier, this is a high-ranked game. This could mean a lot of great standings for New Mexico when it comes to rankings.
Definitely. These two teams have a lot to play for this evening, which is interesting to say this early in the season. But you have to think with their performances they've had in their past couple series, these are two evenly matched teams, and this will mean a lot down the road, especially when you consider seeding in the national tournament.
All righty, guys, so we'll have the face-off here at center ice as is the Ganshaw line on the first attack for New Mexico.
Surprise there?
They just do such a good job of setting the tone for what UNM likes to do, so it's such a smart line to put out first.
A big hit.
Sun Devil already hitting the ice. Seth Payson throwing the body around, and the puck hasn't even been dropped yet.
Referee telling the boys to back up, getting very anxious for puck drop here. And here we go as it's won by the Sun Devils. They'll have it in their own zone. And it's puck checked into the Lobo zone.
Carnes will play that puck off the boards and out to center ice. Arizona, though, quick to dump it back in. Max will lob it off the boards and picked up there by Zach Ganshaw.
Here comes Nick Weaver now at center ice. He'll dump the puck inside. Great opportunity as Ganshaw was almost there. Great centering pass deflected away by the Sun Devils. Lobos off the rebound, get another shot opportunity, but the Sun Devils are trying to clear it out. Carnes, top of the blue line, keeps the puck inside the Sun Devil zone. Doing a good job of finding off some defenders, but here come the Sun Devils.
Arizona, another dump into the zone. Max directing traffic there. Carnes will be the first one to it, deflects it off the boards. Seth now looking for an outlet, will throw the puck across, hitting his teammate Tristan Coyer. He will send it out to center ice though, but that's intercepted by a Sun Devil.
Big hit up against the boards, makes the puck come loose, and Lobos now regain the possession. And here comes McKinstry now inside the Sun Devil zone, trying to make a round, centering pass, shot taken, goes wide, rebounded New Mexico. Top of the blue line now, Tyler Levette, bad handling of the puck, and here comes Arizona State.
Levette fanned on it, number 5 for ASU. His shot, nice stick defensively there, made by number 19, Dane Whitted. Battling for puck possession here. Lobos try to clear the zone. Arizona able to keep it in. Number 4 takes a shot. That deflected off a body. Sun Devils try to keep it in. Great stick there by Marcus Trujillo, able to deflect that pass, and Arizona has to retreat out to neutral ice.
Sun Devils with the puck inside their zone. Chance Shanks trying to pound the puck there. And is still fighting against that board. Puck comes loose. Chance Shanks now with it behind the Sun Devil net. Trying to find one of his Lobo teammates. Nobody there. Shanks trying to dump it out, but there's right to a Sun Devil it goes.
Errant pass there by Shanks leads to a 2-on-2 rush. Arizona, though, number 4 loses the puck. Lobos with some great defensive sticks here early as McKinstry sends it up to the captain Shanks, and he'll dump it into the ASU zone.
Lobos trying to hunt it down as it goes against the left wing board here. Still fighting for puck possession. Lobos now have it. Shot taken by Barger, and it gets deflected away. Quick line change for New Mexico on the defensive side. Still trying to figure out who's got puck possession there on the left wing board. Goes around the Sun Devil net.
One thing Arizona's already doing a lot better is they're cutting off those passing lanes back to the point of New Mexico.
Oh, shot taken for New Mexico. Almost found the back of the net. That was Jack Kaufman. And here come the Sun Devils now on the attack.
Counter attack, great back checking though. Nice by Kaufman, not giving up on that play. Puck slapped into the corner. Arizona sends it back to the blue line. Shot taken, goes wide of Max in net. Around the boards, they chase after it. Out to center ice for Arizona to collect in their own zone. Lobos on the change, trying to catch up. Sun Devils in. Shot taken, that one goes high over Max. Battle along the boards here. Nice hit there by Carnes to interrupt an Arizona player puck possession. Thrown around the boards, collected there by Wes Tutton. Tutton is out to center ice.
Here goes Turin now inside. Great pass. Oh, man, almost had number 53. That is Jacob Dunwoody for New Mexico. And still fighting for puck possession here as it goes against the boards. Shot taken by New Mexico, goes wide, rebounded by Jared Carnes. That was number 18, Coulter Barnes, with the shot for New Mexico. And New Mexico's already put 3 up on the shot total. Lobo's still doing a good job of keeping that puck inside the Arizona State zone. Great stick moves, but it gets poke checked away, and here come the Sun Devils once again.
Counter attack, Carnes is back. He's able to see that puck deflect off his skate. Lobos will dump it back in, and out to get it for ASU is going to be Burnell, the goaltender. ASU looking to start the counter attack. Carnes able to chip that puck out of the zone and back out to center ice for Genshaw to dump in.
Arizona State's handling the puck well inside their zone. They get a good clear, and they'll send it into the New Mexico territory.
Dumped in first to get to it there is number 19, Dane Whitted. Will send it up over to Payson, back to Whitted. Looking for an outlet pass, he'll send it up the ice. Nobody there, and that might go all the way down and will for icing.
So with 15:46 left to go here in the first period, 0-0 game. Nick, what have you been seeing from both squads so far?
I definitely think how ASU is playing UNM is way different than what they've seen so far this year. You know, you're seeing that they're doing such a great job of cutting off these passing lanes and kind of nullifying that cycle that UNM's so good at. So I'll be interested to see how that transitions forward, but UNM's done such a great job of at least keeping the possession of the puck and helping them gain some great chances here early on.
Whitted will send it along the boards, bounces skate to stick off of Zach Genshaw, and Nick Weaver was tied up behind. Onside, says the linesman. Puck centered in front, chopped at there by number 22. Max there on the spot though. Whitted first to the puck in the near boards corner. He's pressed up against there. Nick Weaver now looking for an outlet, hits Payson at center ice.
Payson trying to make a move. Good job by Genshaw to recover that puck on top of the blue line. Shot taken, goes wide. And Arizona State with the rebound. Now they'll go on the attack once again.
ASU has a 2-on-1 developing. 18 feeds it across. Can't hit his teammate just off of his stick there. Battling for possession there in the corner. Payson will elude a hit there by number 18, and it's Genshaw out of the zone.
Genshaw dumps the puck inside the Arizona State zone as a quick line change. Trujillo, Shanks, and McKinstry back on the ice for New Mexico. Puck hits center ice here, and Lobos dump it right back in. That's Mac Barger for New Mexico. A name we didn't say too much last time during the homestand, but now he looks to be ready to go for New Mexico. Loose puck as Marcus Trujillo tries to send it behind the net. Still fighting for the puck control here. And it's Garrett McKinstry fighting off a couple Sun Devils up against the board. Still fighting for possession here, and looks like the Sun Devils were finally able to come away with it.
ASU, nice move by number 5 to get it around. Great defensive recovery by Connor Cook. Centering pass, number 4, quick shot, and that one blocked by a body in front. Sticks colliding here in front of us as Marcus Trujillo sent into the boards. Here comes Chance Shanks.
Shanks with an opportunity for New Mexico, trying to go around the goaltender. Goes behind the net, fights off a couple of Sun Devils, and he's pinned up against the boards. Lobos trying to get that puck, and is poked away by the Sun Devils, and here they come at center ice.
Number 4 for ASU will chip that past the Lobo player. Carnes back to retreat to pick the puck up, looking for an outlet. He will feed it over to number 52, Tyler Weiss. Weiss will just send it in a little bit deeper. Now with the puck, number 64 for the Lobos, Tristan Coyer. Tristan with a nice move will look to settle it down a little bit. Harassed by number 19, turns the puck over. Number 14 centers one in front, nobody there. Number 8 for ASU tries to keep it in, but they got lost. Puck got lost in his feet, and ASU will have to retreat, and they'll dump it back in. Off the glove of Coyer, and now here's Jared Carnes with the puck. Carnes harassed there by back checking for ASU, but is able to clear the zone and dump it in to the Sun Devils' end.
Kaufman trying to get there before the Sun Devils, but just a little too late, and here come the Sun Devils once again on the attack.
On a back and forth here early. Nice feed pass, number 21, a hard hit here right in front of us. That pass didn't develop in front of the net. Nice keep in by number 23. He'll skate into the zone. Outlet pass to number 14. Skates behind. Looking for somebody to get the puck to. He'll feed it back to the point. Number 26. Tries to elude stick checking there. Gets it back to the point. 23 walks the blue line. His shot is blocked there by Nico. Great defensive recovery there by the Lobos, not allowing ASU a lot of room to breathe. That puck back out to center ice though. Number 21 just dumps it in. Glove down there by Tyler Lovett. He'll feed it over across to Whittet, and the puck is all the way out to the Arizona end.
Number 53 for New Mexico, that's Jacob Dunwoody, trying to get the puck away from Arizona State, but they're back inside the Lobo zone.
ASU back on their side. Nice stick there made by Tyler Lovett, able to poke that puck free. Battle for the puck there in the far boards corner, tied up. Number 15 battles there with 2 Lobos. Tyler Lovett comes out clean with the puck, and he'll feed it out to Turon.
West Turon now with the puck for New Mexico. He has it on the right wing board. Sends it to the top of the blue line. Nice centering pass. Backhanded shot by New Mexico, and it's covered up by Arizona State with 11:47. Guys, a lot of hockey here, not a lot of play stoppage. That just means a good game's going on right now.
Love the end-to-end action. It's been fantastic. Really high-paced, energy game. You know, we're already halfway through this first period, and we've had 2 whistles. Love the intensity from both sides. Huge hit there by Tristan Collier in that last little play. Love to see it. He's been fantastic at these open ice hits so far in this season.
Lobos took a shot off the pads of the Arizona State Sun Devils. Lobos doing a good job trying to keep that puck inside the state zone. Arizona State able to clear now.
It's a foot race now between number 15 and Max comes out to play the puck. Almost disaster there for McCarron and net. Great recovery by the Lobos defense as Mac Barger was just able to win that foot race between him and number 15 for ASU.
Absolutely.
Now having to retreat more into his own zone is Connor Cook. Cook will chip the puck up the boards. Deflects off a Lobo back into the zone for Barger to have to chase down. Number 29 looking to apply pressure, sends it up, bounces off a pace and stick. Seth able to recollect that one. Charges out of the zone, nice feed pass, and here comes Nick Weaver.
Weaver over to Pace's shot, taking it into the pads of Arizona State. That was a slap shot right there, but let's go back to that play by Max McCarron here. That could have gone either way for New Mexico.
Huge play, and I accidentally talked over the Gino, but it was an absolute monster play there by Mac Barger to come and bail out his goalie there. Unlucky it bounced on him, you know, good effort by Max there to try and make that aggressive play, but yeah, it was such a good play there by Max to save and bail out his goalie, and that's just going to help him build that confidence from his goalie to know he's always going to look out for him.
McKinstry couldn't win the face-off, and here come the Sun Devils.
Number 29 looking to get a quick shot. He's in on Max. Great back checking there by Coyer. Able to knock the Sun Devil to the ice, not getting a shot opportunity. The captain, Shanks, will try to feed. He's got McKinstry.
McKinstry with the backhand goes wide. Rebound by Marcus Trujillo, and almost great centering pass. Chance Shanks just didn't get there in time. Blue line to Carnes. Oh man, Trujillo tried to get the rebound shot, just a little too late. As Collier now takes a shot from top of the blue line and gets patted away. Lobos creating some opportunity here. Jared Carnes takes a slap shot, bad bounce, loose puck in front of the net. Still fighting for it, and it gets cleared out by Arizona State, but still in the zone. Chance Shanks with the puck for New Mexico. Great centering pass. Sends up top to Carnes, blue line. And Arizona State defenders there, and here comes Arizona State.
Chipped ahead, number 22 might have a partial break. Max out to challenge him. Nice stick there by Tristan Coyer, able to prevent that shot from getting off. ASU recollecting, shot from the point goes wide. Number 5, number 7 now with the puck. Dumps it behind, number 18 for ASU, holding on to it. Centers one in front, goes wide. Number 18, nice spin away from Carnes. He'll go behind the net. Looking for an outlet, harassed there. Settles it down, dumps in a little bit further, but only finds the stick of Garrett McKinstry, and he's out to center ice.
McKinstry now inside the Arizona State zone, trying to make a move, but the Sun Devils are right there. Good job by Shanks to keep a breakaway from happening.
Nice pinching play there made by Dane Whitted, who's made a lot of great defensive plays here in this first period. Nice pinch to prevent an ASU zone entry.
And here comes Nico now for New Mexico on the ice for the Lobos. On the left wing board, here comes possession by Arizona State. Still fighting for it now as the Lobos dump it right back inside the Arizona State zone. That's number 83 for New Mexico. That's Jack Kaufman trying to hunt it down, but here come the Sun Devils.
Number 4, nice move around with a backhander right into the glove of Max McCarron, and we'll have a whistle. Very interesting so far, guys. We've had end-to-end action, but ASU has only accounted for 3 shots on goal.
Yeah, and one thing about Max is he's such a good goalie at having that first shot and absorbing that shot. If he sees it, he's going to make the save on it. So, from ASU, they have to get more bodies to the net, but UNM, to their credit, has done such a fantastic job of cleaning out those people in front of the net.
Puck battle for here in front of the net. Lobos have to recollect, and finally able to collect puck possession is Jacob Dunwoody. Harassed near the blue line. ASU offside, so they have to vacate the Lobo zone. That puck thrown across the length of the neutral zone. Dumped in, held on there. Dunwoody nifty back, no look pass there.
And here comes Barnes for New Mexico. Had nobody there, so he couldn't find anybody to pass it to. And that's number 53 for New Mexico. That's Jacob Dunwoody on the ice for the Lobos. 8:17 left to go here, first period, and the puck gets cleared out, and UNM will hunt it down.
Having to go after it is Cook. He'll throw it. That bounces off a Sun Devil stick and out to center ice, but unable to maintain possession there was Coulter Barnes, so ASU will set up in their own zone. Length pass just missing, number 14. He will outrace both Lobos, though, and cancel out that icing. Tries to center one in front, too many UNM sticks there, and Dunwoody has the puck taken off of him, but he will recollect. He's able to get it out to center ice, harassed there, and knocked down to the ice.
No tripping call as Dunwoody hit the ice, but the Sun Devils doing a good job of putting it right back inside the Lobo zone.
And nice back checking there as it looked like it might have caught Connor Cook by surprise. ASU player trips near the blue line, able to get it in though, as Ganshaw's pushed up against the boards. Battle for there near the Lobos blue line, dumped in again. And holding on to it, number 14, pinched there by 2 Lobos. Right now, they're able to get to the puck a little bit faster as it's Weaver and Genshaw tying up 3 Sun Devils players. Puck in a gridlock between all of those guys. Now, number 10 able to escape with puck possession. He's harassed, tries to center one, but on the spot there was Carnes. He'll have to dump it in a little bit further for Cook to collect. Connor Cook now sends it up to center ice. Can't connect with anybody there. Will bounce off the ASU goaltender.
Oh, that took a bad bounce off the pads of the Arizona State. He had to come out a little bit out of his crease there to play the puck. Lobos now still fighting for it. Loose puck in front of the net. McKinstry almost there to put it back in the net. And here comes Arizona State now as they'll have the puck, looking to clear it out of their zone.
Chipped ahead, foot race here. Carnes at number 21. Carnes using his body beautifully to shield that puck. Able to clear the puck out. Unable to, though, as it bounces off a stick. That deflects off the body of Tyler Lovett. And now here comes Chance Shanks, but he's knocked down there by 2 ASU players.
Good defense by Arizona State. Sends Shanks on his back. And the Lobos trying to keep this puck inside, but an offside call avoided.
Moving in, ASU, nice back checking there. Lobos, Shanks, a great play. Another example of UNM's great back checking this first period as it's Trujillo to McKinstry.
McKinstry trying to create something for his teammate. Makes a great spinning move. Collision in front of the net. McKinstry goes down. And I think we're going to have our first penalty of the game against Arizona State with 6 minutes to go in the first period. That was a big collision there as Garrett McKinstry ran into one of the Arizona State Sun Devils.
It's been a crazy little period here so far, but the speed and the play of both teams, you can see, is starting to bring the best out in both teams. And I think what both teams are starting to see is if they're going to slow each team down, they need to start taking the body and start chipping away and slowing each other down. And that's, I think, the perfect person to do it on. Garrett's a very quick skater.
Connor Squarey with the penalty for Arizona State, so that's 2 minutes for him as the Lobos are on their first power play tonight, but it gets cleared out.
What a beautiful play by the Arizona defense. They're kneeling to block that puck and clear the zone immediately, as Whittet will have to retreat around his own net as the Lobos look to restart the breakout. Moving ahead is Nick Weaver, full speed ahead.
Here comes Weaver now inside the Sun Devil zone. Good defense by Arizona State, making it hard for New Mexico. And Chance Shanks now with it, sends it on top of the blue line. Back over, shot taken and into the pads of Arizona State with 5:24 left to go. And a big shout out in the comment section there to former team captain Jared Ronquillo. Proudly say that we miss you, buddy.
Absolutely.
And Austin Short, yes, also team captain for the Lobos. Austin Short, team captain for this team during their first national run.
Yeah, we saw a little play there from the UNM power play, something they did last series a lot, where they push it back up to Dane, and then you'll see Seth will come circle up top and try and get a quick wrist shot, but the ASU goalie so far up to the task.
Whittet with the shot goes wide, rebounded by Chance Shanks. Ganshaw sends it over to Whittet once again. Whittet deciding what he wants to do with the puck here on the top of the blue line. He'll take a shot and back in the net. It goes! What a shot by Whittet, and that's a power play goal for New Mexico. And how funny, with 5:05 left to go in the first period, it's a 1-0 New Mexico lead.
Perfect way to get the first goal. 5:05, repping here in Albuquerque. A fantastic shot by Dane Whittet. He has been so smart with all of his plays on both the defensive and offensive side tonight. But what a really smart shot. He knows he doesn't have to wind up, take that big booming shot. He just has to put it on net. And they had enough bodies in front of the net that it took away all vision of the ASU goalie, and then we wind up in the back of the net. Fantastic shot there by Dane Whittet.
Great hockey IQ by Whittet, knowing to use the traffic in front of the net to his advantage.
Absolutely.
Face-off won by Arizona State as they have the puck inside their own zone. Here they come now looking to attack the Lobo zone.
Chipped ahead, number 29, nifty move in front. Max able to guide that around as number 29 will go into the net. And we will have a stoppage of play here as the net is knocked off its moorings.
I don't think he realized that he needs to put the puck in the net, not himself on that one, you know.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Maybe he thought putting himself in the net counted for 2 instead of 1.
Or maybe half a point, you know. They're going for work their way into it.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Lobo Hockey Network. If you guys like what you see, please like us right here. Give us a follow here on YouTube. If you guys like to see some exclusive photos, make sure you guys like us on Facebook and Instagram.
Number 18 for ASU, nice feed. 29 has a shot that's blocked in traffic. Sent back to the point. Number 10 for ASU, looks, surveys, Hill's puck is blocked by a Lobo body in front. Nico out to center ice, and the Lobos have a 2-on-1 developing.
Nico couldn't get control of the puck, and here comes New Mexico now as Kaufman will take a shot, but it gets fanned and deflected away, but luckily New Mexico was there to rebound. Puck goes behind the Arizona State net. Sun Devils now look to center it, and here they come on the attack.
Arizona into the zone, harassed though. Good back checking by Jack Kaufman. And there to collect the puck off the boards is Connor Cook. Cook sends it out, now moving into the zone, UNM.
Weiss takes a shot on the net, goes wide, rebounded behind the net for New Mexico. 4 minutes to go here, first period, 1-0 Lobos. Still fighting for puck control here as Arizona State's able to clear it out of their zone. That's Logan. Tristan Coyer gets tripped up. No call there. Some of the Lobo fans not happy about that. Still finding loose puck in front of the net. Backhanded shot. Great rebound, great block by Arizona State.
And it looks like Ben's trying to direct Max McCarron there. Not sure what they were trying to get Max to do. Either way, the puck is out near the blue line. ASU able to collect it. They'll chip it off the boards and back into the Lobo zone. Going in after it is Tristan Coyer. Tristan will play it off the boards. Deflects off Jacob Dunwoody and bounces out of play behind the Lobos bench.
Tristan is a very big man, but he has had an absolutely monstrous first period. I've loved his game. He's had some big hits early on, stabilized his team when it seemed like maybe ASU was coming back into the game, but he's been so good at creating not only offensive chances, but keeping things held down on the defensive side.
ASU will dump it back into the zone, giving Trace to Tyler Lovett. Lovett, though, knocked into the boards by number 4. Arizona with possession, centering one in front, couldn't connect. Slap shot from the point goes wide. Wraps around the boards. Number 7 for ASU. Sends it a little bit deeper. Love it. Misses the hit. Number 5 out to number 8 in the slot. His shot deflected. Oh, nice little set play there. ASU unable to cash in, however. Battling for possession there. It's Garrett McKinstry. Number 4 knocked to his knees. Plays it back to the point. Number 7 has the puck go right through his legs. And it's all the way out to the ASU end.
Couple shout-outs real quick from everybody. Lobos fans watching from South Carolina and Missouri. Welcome to the broadcast. 2:30 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 New Mexico. And Arizona State now has it at center ice.
Arizona State still with only 3 shots. Nice move by number 19. He's all alone. Saved by Max McCarron. Snaps that one right out of the air with number 19 with some nifty moves. But Max shuts the door.
Max makes it look so easy, guys. Like it's taking a breath of air for him.
The crazy thing is the calmness in his game. Like, his D gets, undressed a little bit there, and then he's still so calm that he waits out the offensive player there from ASU and makes him make the first move and just is up to the task every single time.
I know our fans aren't always too nice about pro comps, but it's very much like Carey Price.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I think that calmness in his game, it suits him very well, and in front of the D that we have, I think he plays so well around them.
Loose puck in front of the Arizona State net. Mack now takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Payson there trying to rebound for New Mexico as he sends it over to Weaver. Weaver back over to Barger. Barger top of the blue line, shot taken. Oh man, almost found its way in the back of the net off a bounce. Good job by New Mexico. That's number 21 for the Lobos as Connor Cook trying to take a shot. Under 2 minutes to go here now in the first period. Arizona State trying to fight off the Lobos behind the Arizona State net. Who's going to come away with the puck? Is still fighting for it is Arizona State. And a loose stick comes out, and now here comes Arizona State.
Number 24 races to the puck there, puts on the brakes, looks for someone, centers one in front. Couldn't connect with anybody there. Seth Payson now, he'll charge the other way.
Payson didn't see anything there, and he gets a line change. And we approach the 1 minute mark here to go in the first period. Still fighting for the puck. That's Menikis now with it. He gets turned around. Shot taken in front of the net. Loose puck. And there's nobody there as the Arizona State defenders are able to steal it away.
ASU scrambling, able to just survive that opportunity, and offsides is called here.
Definitely one-sided, guys, on the shot attempt, 17-4.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering if this might be one of those home ice advantages on the shot clock from the scorekeepers. But, I feel like they've had more shots, but they've had great pressure, ASU. But one of the things I really, really liked about that last shift was that's their third, second line guys going out there creating scoring chances. They had a fantastic shift there, the Menikis, Weiss, and Kaufman line. So fantastic work from them. We'll see if they can capitalize on this with a little under 45 to go here.
Tristan Collier now with the puck from New Mexico. He gets bumped and still fighting for puck control. He's doing a great job of keeping that puck with him. And the Arizona State poke checks it away, and here they come once again on the attack.
ASU looking to get something going here in the final 30 seconds. That shot deflects off of Jared Karn's stick. Karns will go around the boards there, looking for an outlet. That puck out to center ice. Number 6, though, able to collect it. Has lost it. Kaufman to the ice, and that'll be a power play for the Lobos as Jack Kaufman hit the ice, and the Lobos will have a power play here to end the first and carry over time into the second.
A little bit of a careless play there from the ASU defender, keeping his stick in a kind of an awkward position, and then as Kaufman tries to cut over the right, he gets his stick in his feet and trips him up. You'd like to not see that. Play the body a little bit more. That's something that UNM's usually a little bit bad at, not playing the body, but 18 seconds here. We'll see if they can capitalize on it, but I would imagine most of this power play flows through to the second period.
Face-off won by New Mexico. They took a shot on net, and with under 8 to go here, still trying to figure out, see if the Lobos can get one more. Shot taken, patted away, rebounded by New Mexico. Try to get it off before the buzzer, but unfortunately did not get it. But they'll take a 1 minute 41 power play advantage into the locker room as it's your University of New Mexico Lobos 1, the Arizona State Sun Devils 0. And if you're Coach Logan, guys, what are you telling the Lobos inside the locker room?
I think they've done a fantastic job of keeping that offensive pressure up. I think they've been stifled a little bit in the neutral zone, but they've done a great job of when they have had possession in the offensive zone, they are creating great cycles. They're keeping the possession game in their hand. And I think defensively, one of the things we were worried about pre-game was some of the silly errant passes out of their defensive zone, but I think they've done a fantastic job of cleaning that up and making the smart plays through that first period. So I think they want to capitalize on that and make sure that they're continuing that into the second period.
And Gino's getting distracted there by the shirt toss competition. I think Gino wants a shirt.
I really was trying to figure out what they were talking about. That was more interesting, Nick. I'm sorry, I didn't know anything you said. No, but
Well, I'm just the token foreign guy. That's all it is, you know.
hey. You know, we got to fill quotas somehow.
Hey, just because I'm Australian doesn't mean I don't know my stuff. You know.
All right. Well, on that note, no, but the Lobos have done a really good job. One thing, a common trend I've seen, a lot of the opponents of the Lobos we've seen this season have been reduced to stretch passes to get zone entries.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of that here. And, you know, I'm going to go try to catch a T-shirt because obviously I'm not thinking about what I'm trying to say.
I think to your point, though, that if the ASU clearly is a cut above what we've seen from UNM's opponents throughout the season so far. They're doing a really good job of, you know, cutting those passing lanes. And we'll see if it translates to anything later on in the game. But right now, I'd say UNM definitely feels like they're in control. They're owning the pace of the game. They're taking away a lot of the good shots. And, you know, clearly by a shot total of 18-4, they're doing everything they need to make sure that they run away with this game.
You know, I'm not usually one to stir the pot here, but the Lobos in their promos leading up to this game had a T-shirt gun in the promos.
Yes.
Now
where's the
T-shirt gun?
Yeah.
You'd think that we'd have a T-shirt gun.
This is like going to watch the Terminator and getting Sylvester Stallone as the Terminator.
If only there
and
was an
Arnold
investigative
Schwarzenegger.
journalist on the Lobo,
I know.
on the
It's
Lobo
almost
Hockey
like-
Network staff.
No?
Well, that's enough shenanigans.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Thank you guys for tuning into the first period hockey. We got second period action coming up as the Lobos will enter the second period with the power play. It's your University of New Mexico Lobos 1, Arizona State 0. We'll be back right here on the Lobo Hockey Network for second period. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, bear with us here as there was a malfunction with the Zamboni here at the Outpost. We'll be live here in about 2-3 minutes. Again, there was a malfunction with the Zamboni, and we will be live here in about 2 to 3 minutes. Bear with us right here on the Lobo Hockey Network. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in to the Lobo Hockey Network right here on YouTube. Sorry about that delay. There was a minor malfunction with the Zamboni, but they were able to fix that right up, and we're back here with you guys. Hope you guys are ready for second period action, as the Lobos will have a power play advantage and the 1-0 lead. Guys, going into the second period, we saw some things from the Lobos we said that were key to their victory, and that was one, don't be sloppy with the passes. Some of the things that led up to that could have been amazing goals for Arizona State. Just Max McCarron's playing lights out right now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think part of it as well was, I think UNM did such a good job of taking away their second and third opportunities. I think all the chances that came for ASU were only off the rush. There was that one shot and then it was cut down because Max was making that great save. So I think that was a lot of it. What worries me is that going to be a trend going forward? Is that going to be something we're going to see and talk about over the next two periods? UNM has made too many sloppy mistakes, and Max had to stand on his head to keep this, potentially a 1-0 game. So, we were expecting high scoring. Right now, we haven't got high scoring. We've got close game between two very competitive teams.
Which always seems to be how it goes in these really hyped offensive games. They always turn it into a defensive slog.
Face-off won by Ganshaw. He'll have the puck behind his net now. And the Lobos looking to set something up here as they have the attack with the power play.
UNM looking to capitalize on the man advantage, but having to retreat is Dane Whittet. Lobos with 1:22 left to go on the man advantage. Nifty move made at the blue line. Harassed there, Whittet able to dump it in. Bounces off the boards. Battling for possession there is Ganshaw. Weaver chips in a little bit farther for Seth Payson. Payson drops it back to Weaver. Back to Weaver in the slot. Harassed there by too many ASU 6, and he'll have to retreat out to center ice.
Here comes Arizona State now. That's number 26, Garner Sullivan for the Sun Devils. He takes a backhanded shot, and it gets deflected away. And Arizona State recovers as they have the puck inside their own zone.
ASU looking to kill some time here on the Lobos man advantage as that puck is chipped out to center ice. 42 seconds remaining.
Payson with the puck for the Lobos inside their own zone. Looking to set something up here as they need to attack if they want to get another power play goal.
Here comes Seth Payson. Nice move. Tries to drop for Chance Shanks. Just a miscommunication there. Nice defensive, nice play there made. UNM able to keep it in. Payson tries to center one. Hit off an ASU player. Nick Weaver will chip it a little bit deeper off the boards. Puck ricochets, two Lobos there as Weaver sends it into the chest of his captain. Shanks there, nice stick lift, able to prevent ASU from advancing, and a whistle here. And not quite sure. Offsides, looks like it might be the call here maybe.
18:31 left to go here. Second period, 1-0 New Mexico. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can catch the game right here on the Lobo Hockey Network, Game 2 of New Mexico and Arizona State, as we still figure out what the referees were calling. And it looks like a penalty against New Mexico.
I think you might have called them for too many men. He made the too many men signal right away, and I think he said there was too many people outside the zone. So, yeah, that's what the call's coming through on the PA. So
that's a killer, especially when you consider the Lobos were working with a man advantage. I know they only had 12 seconds left, but kind of a sloppy penalty there.
Yeah, it almost seemed like maybe even a little bit of a harsh call because it did seem like everyone was in the zone where they should be changing. So kind of a curious call, but either way, that nullifies all the power play time they have. We go to 4-on-4, and these two high-speed teams open it up a little bit more, and we see what we get for the next minute and 40 seconds.
Arizona State back at full strength.
That puck chipped off the boards there. Number 10 for ASU will stop around his own net, tries to elude McKinstry. Good back checking there made by the Lobo forward, and that puck is sent ahead.
Good move by Arizona State as they have the puck inside the Lobo zone. They'll go behind the Lobo net here, left wing, top of the blue line. Slap shot taken, patted away by McKieran, rebounded by the Sun Devils. Big hit for New Mexico. Arizona State bench wanted a penalty, but no call.
Yeah, some of the undressed players for ASU were raising their arms looking for a call there. Aren't going to get it as Burnell for ASU will settle the puck down. Leaving the puck there for number 22 to collect. And he is out to center ice.
Here come the Sun Devils now inside the Lobo zone. Great moves. Shot taken, patted away by McKieran. Loose puck behind the Lobo net. Still fighting for possession here. Another backhanded shot goes wide with 17-17 to go here in the second period. Sun Devils looking to center, ain't just not there, and it gets cleared out.
ASU now having to go back into their own zone. That puck picked up by Alexander Tilton. Tilton now will look to send it out to center ice and does. Bad play there made. Dumped back into the zone. Great heads-up play there by Collier. Able to intercept that pass at center ice, dump it back into the ASU zone, and the Sun Devils now will have to recollect on the breakout. Mason Newark chips it up ahead to his teammate. Bounces off a few sticks out to center ice. Nico Miniakis after it.
Puck gets put inside the Lobo zone. A couple of Lobos trying to hunt it down. The shot goes wide, rebounded by the Sun Devils. Loris Hansen now with the puck, sends it over to number 14 for the Sun Devils. Mason Nowak, and a good defensive kill. Almost a great opportunity for New Mexico's Ganshaw almost got there.
What a beautiful defensive stick there by Tyler Weiss. Now battling there, trying to get possession as Nick Weaver's thrown down to the ice. No penalty there. Battling for possession. Tries to center one in front, unable to connect, and the Sun Devils are out to center ice.
Here comes Lawrence Hansen now for the Sun Devils. Makes a move to the right. Good defense by New Mexico, keeping that puck away from McCarron. Shot taken, good defense by New Mexico as the puck's loose at the center there. Top of the blue line now, Arizona State trying to take a shot as that hit Nick Weaver's pads. And the Sun Devils will have to clear here. They'll dump it back inside the Lobo zone as Tyler Lovett will try to hunt it down for New Mexico. Miscommunication there as the Sun Devils had to reset at center ice.
Number 6 for ASU took a funny bounce off the boards, and Nick, Lobo's doing a great job so far of getting in those passing lanes in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they're using the biggest part of their body, which is, they're taking off those lanes and then also, having those active sticks. They're such a great team at doing that, as we see. A little bit of a tie-up there.
Nick Weaver, nice move, takes the shot. That just goes wide over the net. There is Genshaw. Centers one to Weaver, can connect with anybody there. Seth Payson will bounce it off the boards. Dumped in a little bit further. Nick Weaver lost the puck momentarily, feeds it over to Genshaw. Genshaw tries to center, intercepted by ASU. Nice glove down there at the blue line.
Dane Whitted again, he's made so many great plays tonight already.
Whitted has been all over the ice. So also has Tristan Collier as well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. The D is really leading the way here right now for UNM.
Whitted, nice feed over McKinstry. He's an all-on backhander save made by Burnell. Good heads up there, play made there by the ASU goaltender as Arizona State is out to center ice.
Arizona State now looking to attack the New Mexico zone. Great stick moves, good defense though by New Mexico, keeps that puck away. Puck up against the right wing borders, a couple Lobos trying to fight for it. Chance Shanks now with it for the Lobos, sends it up to Marcus Trujillo.
Here's Marcus, nice feed across, unable to connect with Shanks and Stride. Lobos are offside, so they'll have to vacate the zone.
And here comes the Sun Devils once again. That's Garner Sullivan for the Sun Devils. He'll put it into the pads of Max McKiernan. We'll have a face-off with 14:09 left to go in the second period. 1-0 New Mexico.
To touch on what we were talking about earlier, though, Gino, I think one of the reasons that UNM does such a good job is when they are putting their body in the passing lane, it makes it harder for the opposition, in this case ASU, to get a clean pass. So they're having to either go bank off the board for a play where you can get a quick stick or the D can pinch onto them, or they have to throw it into a position where they know there's probably going to be a back checker. So that's something I think is so fundamentally good from what UNM does, that it creates so many inopportune passes for the enemy team to take advantage of.
Here comes Curtis Sparling now inside the Lobo zone. Jacob Dunwoody took a big hit inside the Arizona State zone. Good to see him get back up.
Dunwoody, nice move to get around an ASU player. He's in all alone. Nice move again. Just couldn't gain possession of the puck. Jacob Dunwoody showing off the hands. That puck loose in front. Backhanding, fighting for the puck now. Nice move there made by Colton Barnes. Barnes battling there. Jacob Dunwoody continues to put the body. UNM now with the puck, battling. It's Wes Turon. Turon, nice move around. Feeds it to Dunwoody. Centers one in front. Got lost. Turon backhanding at it. Nobody knew where it was. ASU able to clear it from the crease. Turon takes the spill, and ASU is able to clear the zone.
Very unlucky UNM doesn't score there. Gazinski from ASU is floundering around trying to get a part of his body into the...
So there's going to be a call here against Arizona State. Referee's not happy with them. This Lobo attack right here, guys, on the goaltender for Arizona State, man. They're great opportunities and great chances.
Yeah, I was going to say, they took advantage of that ASU player, Gazinski, without a stick, and they had so many great chances, a couple around the net. I really think Colter Barnes was so unlucky not to put that in the back of the net. A really good feed there across to him and just barely misses and hits the outside of the net there.
Burnell in net for ASU has stood up to virtually every shot he's seen other than the one that beat him from Dane Winnett from the point.
And then they had traffic in front, so you can't even really fault him on that one as well.
Here comes Carnes. He'll throw one towards as Burnell able to kick that one away. Puck battle for in the near boards corner, putting the body there. Lobos and Sun Devils collide. Great working play there by Tyler Weiss. Weiss slaps it wide as Jack Kaufman goes in after it. Still battling now. Nico pinching a Sun Devil into the boards as it comes up. Chipped off. Nice, nifty hand-eye coordination there. Backhander thrown in. What a play there made at the blue line by Tristan Coyer. Able to slap that puck out of the air and keep it in the ASU zone. Here comes Carnes. Nice chip play off the boards. Going in after it, number 23. He's put into the boards there by Tyler Weiss. That one high into the zone, battling there at neutral ice. ASU collects and they'll have to retreat. That's Ryan Gozin.
And here, oh, sorry, Gino. Here comes Arizona State now inside the Lobo zone, but the Lobos all over this puck.
Nice move, turning on the Jets here, moving in. Zach Genshaw, he's in, tries to feed over to Payson. That one bouncing off of the tank. In front, Nick Weaver, shot save made by Burnell. Another save made by Burnell. And ASU clears the puck out to center ice.
So unlucky there.
If you had a heartbeat, it was going 100 miles per hour right there as the Lobos had great opportunities.
Turnover there as Genshaw fans on that opportunity in the slot. ASU able to chip the puck out to center ice. Lobos really threatening here in the last 3 minutes, but unable to find the back of the net.
Nick, we saw this with Colorado State. New Mexico wore down their opponent inside their own zone, and we're seeing that with Arizona State here.
Yeah, it's just a credit to UNM and the game they play. They play with such a speed and a tenacity in the offensive zone. It creates so many great chances, and especially this line. They play at such a high pace. They know where each other is almost instinctively, and they're able to make great feeds. Really unlucky Zach Genshaw. That stick rolled off the end of his toe there, and it missed. Otherwise, that's in the back of the net.
Arizona State now with a great opportunity inside the Lobo zone. Shot taken, goes behind the net. Rebounded by the Sun Devils now as they'll have it. Dawson Van Lays trying to get a shot opportunity for his team, and it gets cleared out. And a great speed racing here is by Chance Shanks.
Shanks just a step slow there to collect the puck. He is harassing that ASU player with his stick. Turnover there, Trujillo. Great play there to separate the puck from the body. Puck chipped off the boards, dumped in a little bit further. Bounces over the stick of McKinstry. Number 28 for ASU will send it up. Glove down there by his teammate, number 29. Shanks, though, able to intercept, feeds McKinstry at center ice. He's into the zone. Garrett tries to make a move around the ASU player, gets tied up in his body. Lending support, Trujillo tries to backhand one towards the net. It's interrupted. Shanks and Trujillo in the near boards corner, battling with two Sun Devils. Puck centered. ASU has to settle it down, throw it out, and Wittett will just see that puck bounce right over his stick and out to center ice.
Battle for the puck at center ice here as the Lobos now have it. Tyler Levette in his own zone. Tries to set it to center ice. Arizona State kind of a little gassed here.
Hit at the blue line there. Lobos giving ASU no quarter right now, but it looks like they may have pushed the envelope there. Whistle from the official, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Lobos.
Yeah, we might get an elbowing on gets Chance Shanks here. Shanks not happy about it either, as he put one of the Sun Devils up against the boards. Yeah, it looks like Chance Shanks heading to the sin bin for the Lobos, and another power play opportunity for the Sun Devils.
That's one thing about UNM we've seen a little bit. They can throw the body around, but it seems like sometimes they get a little carried away with it.
I hate to almost criticize Chance there. I think he's just trying to make plays. He's trying to inject himself into the game, add something to his team. He's going out there as a captain. He's trying to make a play and inspire his boys.
He got a 5-minute penalty here.
It's interesting. He got a 5. Well, we will see what the UNM penalty kill can do. Like we've talked about, they've historically been fantastic, but 5 minutes against a very strong ASU team. We'll see if Max and the PK can stand tall over these next 5 minutes.
And Coach Logan rallying the troops here on the bench as they stare a tall task here. 5-minute penalty kill.
So 5-minute penalty probably meant a boarding call, if anything.
Yeah.
And Arizona State with a face-off win. They have control of the puck here. Trying to set something up now as they have it on the right wing board. Shot taken, stick saved by McCarron. Rebounded by the Sun Devil. Loose puck. Good job by New Mexico. They look to clear it out now. But the puck goes out of play with 9:28 to go here. Second period, 1-0 New Mexico.
One person I would look out for on ASU in this power play is going to be Tyler Stoneman. He's their leading scorer. He played fantastically against University of Colorado Springs last weekend. He put 6 points up in one game, so I'd be really interested if UNM make sure that they put some extra pressure and make sure he's clean out of the slot there.
Sun Devils now top of the blue line, looking to set something up. Shot taken, patted away by McCarran. Rebounded by the Sun Devils. Good job by New Mexico clearing it out.
Nico on his horse trying to get to that puck. Number 28 was looking over his shoulder the entire time. Probably could hear Nico rumbling down the ice. That puck sent across, bounces off his body. Here comes Seth Payson, shorthanded opportunity. Twirls away from a ASU defender. And we'll just send that puck out to center ice. Smart play there made by Payson, choosing to kill the clock instead of pressing the offensive opportunity.
Here comes the Sun Devils now. That's Tyler Stoneman for the Sun Devils. Dumps it inside the Lobo zone. 8:42 to go here, second period. And a good clear by New Mexico once again.
And Nick, Lobo's doing another great job, what we talked about earlier, not allowing ASU to set up.
No, and they're keeping the sticks in the lanes, cutting off a lot of the passes. You can see there, a cross-ice pass, not in the right spot because of their active sticks.
Arizona State looking to set something up now as they have it. 3:28 left to go in their power play. 8:19 left to go here in the second period. Puck gets sent out of play with 8:16 to go.
One of the things I think UNM does really smartly on the PK as well is they don't overchase. They know that they have to keep their structure and allow whatever team they're playing against to pass it around. They know if they need to, they'll figure out the right place to put a quick block or make that extra pressure on that person with the puck. So I think that's a big thing that they do so well on their PK.
Face off one by the Sun Devils now. They'll have a slap shot. Great save by Max McCarran, and it's rebounded by New Mexico. Max doing a great job of not letting anything in.
As Burnell on the other end of the ice will settle that one down. Sent over across. Seth Payson trying to press the issue. Puck lost and bouncing around at center ice. ASU finally able to maintain possession. And they're back into the Lobo zone.
That's number 19, Brendan Gazerin for Arizona State. As they'll have it now top of the blue line over to the right wing board. 7:38 left to go here. 2:44 left to go in the power play for Arizona State. Top of the blue line now. Sun Devils have it. Good clean pass gets deflected away by New Mexico. New Mexico not allowing any centering passing and a good clear out as a missed puck handle there for Arizona State.
And these active six, you got to think, is making Arizona think twice about passing the puck. And maybe that extra second of thought is causing a lot of mistakes as Nick Weaver pinched up against the boards hard, and that will be a whistle.
He was hit so hard his helmet went flying off.
The bench is absolutely on their feet. They love that hit. Huge, huge hit. That's something we've seen this period. UNM's playing ASU a little bit more physical. They're trying to slow them down a little bit, and you can see it's working because ASU's having to worry about not only the body that's going to be coming at them now, but they're also having to worry about where is their teammates now, where are they going to be able to actually pass to, and that extra second, to your point, Gino, it's causing a lot of miscues from ASU.
Nick Weaver on the ice there with Jack Kaufman. Dane Whitted also out there as well, and Tyler Lovett, as they will do it all over again on the face-off here. Lobos, though, halfway through this penalty kill, and an impressive one it's been, guys. Quite a response to your captain taking a major penalty. Weaver wins the face-off over to Whitted. Dane will just send that one in a little bit deeper. Goes all the way around the zone for Jack Kaufman to soccer off of his skate. Back to the UNM blue line and dumped all the way back down.
That's one thing New Mexico does really well is just killing this clock. I mean, they'll play keep away from you for about 30 seconds in order for giving a hard time for Arizona State to set up. Big hit up against the boards once again. Here comes Arizona State, and a Sun Devil goes down. That's number 21, Will Playa.
And not quite sure. I thought I saw the corner of my eye the referee making a signal here.
So we'll see what they call. I didn't see a Lobo defender in the area. So hopefully, it looks like it's just going to be an offsides call against Arizona State. 6:38 left to go here. Second period, 1-0 New Mexico. Face-off won by the Lobos. That's number 19 for New Mexico. As Whitted now tries to center it, just nothing there, and Arizona State takes over the puck once again. Up against the left wing board. New Mexico clears it out right to center ice. That's number 10. And for Arizona State, they dump the puck. Ooh, big hit. Tyler Levitt gets hit down. Tyler Levitt now with the puck for New Mexico, looking to clear it out, but the Sun Devils all over it on the right wing board.
Only a minute left in this penalty kill, and they've done a fantastic job so far. The ASU hasn't had too many chances, which is something, I think UNM would take away from this 5-minute walking away very, very happy with.
Puck dumped a little further into the ASU zone for them to have to collect. Set up the boards, deflects off a Sun Devil skate, and who else but Dane Whitted there for UNM to dump it all the way back down the ice. And guys, you can't really say much more about this Lobo penalty kill. It's been remarkable.
No, it's something you touched on in the first period, is a lot of teams, they start playing these stretch passes. And we're seeing here again, teams that get played close by UNM start thinking that a stretch pass is the only way to get around it. So as Nico gets hauled down.
That is questionable there, Nico Miniakis.
Nico looking at the ref, yelling at him like, where's the call, ref?
Well, he was basically wearing that ASU player's stick as a belt.
I'm surprised he didn't have it injected into him. It was it was that far into him, but yeah, it was very odd to see a no call there.
Curtis Brown on the ice for New Mexico. Not a name we said tonight, so it's good to see Curtis out on the ice. Arizona State with the puck inside the Lobos zone as the Lobos do a great job of killing it off, as now you now have. And a full strength back for Chance Shanks on the ice. Looking to set something up now as the Sun Devils have it on the right wing board. And here comes New Mexico. Curtis Brown with it, sends it up.
UNM unable to get zone entry. Nice play by number 22 for ASU to clear the zone.
That was number 19, Brendan Gazeron, for the shot opportunity for the Sun Devils. And with 4:20 left to go here in the second period, the Lobos will go again on the attack.
Payson stripped of the puck. Nice pickpocket there by ASU, but the Lobos will get it right back. Moving in, Shanks tries to center to McKinstry. Interrupted there by ASU Sick. Nice nifty pass by Shanks. Just a step short.
I don't think McKinstry knew that it was at his feet. He kind of just felt it at the last second there on his stick. Unfortunately, just missed a great opportunity. Great pass, though, by Chance Shanks.
You can see some of the UNM guys are a little bit tired here, so I think that 5-minute man advantage took a little bit more out of them, so we'll see if that translates into anything for the rest of this period.
Loose puck in front of the net. Great save by Max McCarron, and the Lobos trying to clear it out. Opportunity now on the left wing. Shot taken. Pass save by McCarron. Rebounded by New Mexico. Arizona State recovers the rebound. Oh, loose puck, and here comes New Mexico.
Lobos may have a 3-on-1 developing here. Nice move there by Payson, though. Number 8 with a good defensive stick, able to interrupt that move. Weaver behind the net, bodies down. Seth Payson still with some back checking. And we've got a whistle here as they've got an ASU player down on the ice.
That's number 21, Will Playwa. He is down and a little shaken there. And he did not move there for a second, guys. So you want to make sure that, this isn't a head injury.
Could have been one of those moments as well where he gets, just as he lands, gets the wind taken out of him a little bit.
And good thing Will up to his skates here, which is what you like to see in skating under his own power. Nick, you may have touched on it. May have just gotten the wind knocked out of him there.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit of a stick tangle there. But one of the UNM players, they kind of came together, and I think he just kind of fell awkwardly and right onto his back. And but really good to see him up and skating, like you said, Gino. But I definitely think looking forward to the end of this period and into the third, you have to feel that UNM has got a bunch of confidence. They just go through a full 5-minute major and they give up very little chances. And if anything, they felt like they were on the power play there. So, full credit to UNM. They use their strength yet again at the PK to suck some momentum back in their favor, and we'll see if that translates into any scoring opportunities.
Got to wonder if some frustration starts to build too for ASU as well. You have a 5-minute man advantage and not even able to cash in once.
Especially when you get hit non-stop as well. You'd think they'd start getting maybe a little bit chippy here towards the end of this period.
Tied up there, Jacob Dunwoody with an ASU player going in after it is Turon. Turon sends a Sun Devil down to the ice. Chipped behind the boards there by Barnes. Puck chipped up the boards. Chipped in a little bit further by Whitted. Lobos and Sun Devils collide there in the far boards corner. Sent up to center ice, unable to connect there. And good reach there by Tyler Lovett. He's taking it into the boards hard. Fans here at the Outpost looking for a call, not going to get one. Bouncing off of an ASU player as he'll send it out to center ice.
Fans still letting the refs hear about that call. Fans wanted an elbowing, but nothing was called on that play. 2:27 left to go, second period. 1-0 New Mexico as the Lobos keep that Arizona State team away from the zone. Still fighting for it on the left wing board. Fighting for puck control here is Jacob Dunwoody. Tries to get it for New Mexico. Top of the blue line for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils with a shot. Easy pad save for Max McCarron. Rebounded by ASU as they try to center it. Nothing there. And the Sun Devils will have it on top of the blue line once again. UNM crowd try to get the Lobos back into it here. And here comes Jacob Dunwoody now. He gets hooked, and finally a call gets whistled here as we're going to have a hooking call against Arizona State. So another opportunity for New Mexico for a power play.
It's the first time I can remember where UNM looks a little tired. You know, I think this is the first team I can think of in a very long time that has actually played them at a similar pace. So this will be an interesting moment to see as well. You know, how are the big guns who have been running around for the last couple minutes, especially on a PK, how are they going to be able to perform when they've been a little bit extra worked on the PK?
So Lobos on the man advantage here. It is Nick Weaver, Seth Payson, and Chance Shanks on the ice with them. Here's Genshaw. His shot goes high over the net. Seth Payson will see that puck go to the blue line for Dane Whittet to chip to him. Payson now sets up in the high face-off dot, chipped in a little bit further. Here is Chance Shanks now. Shanks surveys, feeds over to Whittet. Whittet feeds back to Genshaw. Genshaw now back to Whittet at the blue line. Dane takes the shot, deflects off an ASU body in front. Sun Devils able to clear the zone.
Bear with us, guys, as we are getting some cameras fixed real quick, so the stream will be frozen for just a moment, but you still have the live play-by-play.
So now Lobos trying to get out to center ice, and they do. Nice play there. Here comes Seth Payson, feeds over to Shanks in the far face-off down, tries to center one in front to Ganshaw. Nick Weaver in the near boards corner, feeds it over to Nick Weaver behind the net. Here's Payson now. Feeds over across to Carnes. Carnes sends one over in front, deflected. Puck loose in front. Shanks the opportunity, and Barnell on the spot there. Shanks now loses the puck. Number 8 will chip it off the boards here in the far corner. Carnes will send it across, but Genshaw unable to keep it in, and now the puck is out to center ice. Genshaw settles it down, feeds over to Shanks, who enters the zone in the near boards. Shanks tries to feed in front, unable to connect there. Too many ASU sticks. Kaufman centers one across, unable to hit Genshaw there. Zach will retreat to the near boards, harassed there by number 25 for ASU. Still battling for possession, won by Carnes. Carnes takes the shot, deflects just wide, and is covered by Barnell.
Only 22 seconds left on this power play for UNM, and then obviously left here in the total period. But I think overall it's been a good power play. I've liked the movement, liked a lot of the bodies in front. I think some of the times maybe, and I don't know if I'm wrong here, chime in guys, but I feel like they're maybe forcing passes a little bit too much into certain areas instead of making the smart play, cycling and keeping the possession going.
Face off one here, down to the last 10 seconds to go. Whittet will send it a little bit deeper. And Nick Weaver pinched up against the near boards. Genshaw sends it in for the captain, Shanks. Shanks looking for an outlet. Kneeling play. Gets it over to Weaver. Nick, nice move. And the Lobos will just run out of time here as they had a nifty play developing. But the second period clock has expired. Lobos cling to a 1-0 lead and will carry over 9 seconds of a man advantage into the third.
And you got to be wondering, if you're New Mexico, how long you could get away with some of the things that they have been doing, especially some sloppy passes inside their zone. But they're doing a good job of keeping Arizona State in the zone, tiring them out, just like they did against Colorado School of Mines.
I think they just do such a good job on that back check. I know you've touched on it a lot tonight, Gino, but I think they do such a good job back checking that it really does cut off so many offensive zone chances that maybe they do give up. But, it's something I think the coaching staff would focus on in this second period intermission is going to be, if they're tired, use the puck. Don't try to skate it the whole way. You've got to pass it through your team. That means coming and supporting each other close, especially on your defensive zone exits. You know, you got to be really smart, transition through the neutral zone, play a little bit closer with one another, and don't try to force it. If you force it, then you're going to be turning back the other way, and you're going to be skating more. So especially when you're tired, you just got to play things a little bit smarter. But I do think what we're going to see here is a little bit of tiredness in both squads might lead to more offensive chances because of the sloppiness. So I'd be really interested to see what this third period looks like. I'm very excited for it. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is going to be a great end to this game.
Alrighty, guys. Don't go anywhere as you get yourself some popcorn and a hot drink ready, as third period action will be coming from you here in the Outpost here in about 15 minutes, guys. So bear with us here as we take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Lobo Hockey right here on the Lobo Hockey Network.
thumb on the nose.
Hello, Lobo fans, and welcome back to the Outpost Arena as we are on the cusp of the third period here. Lobos cling to a 1-0 advantage and have 9 seconds of power play time to carry in. Josh Carrillo has stepped to the side, and I'm Gino Gutierrez, joined by Nick Hudson, and we have a new third voice in the booth here, Nick.
A special guest.
Yeah, Wayne McNatt here. Lobo player is going to be joining us for the third period and dipping his toes in broadcasting. Wayne, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. I'm excited.
So Lobos 1-0 lead here. Big penalty kill we saw in that second period, guys. Lobos able to kill off a 5-minute major penalty. Wayne, from your vantage point, what did you see that was really key to the Lobos being able to kill that off?
I think they were being a little bit too picky with the shots. They were getting deep, but they definitely weren't getting in the goalie's way to try and get. I just think the players need to be a little bit less selfish and just make sure the team scores instead of getting their own puck on the ice and getting it in net.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. I think that's one of those things where I think sometimes when you have a 5-minute major, and maybe this is something you can touch on, but I definitely think that it can almost get into your head because you think I have so much time to work this power play and get so many goals out of it and all that kind of stuff. Instead of just doing the smart thing and going out and only focusing on the first and playing the right way on that first one, getting people in front of the net, creating good cycles. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Small little details like that, I think, translate really well and usually what lead to good scoring chances. So I'm definitely surprised that they didn't have more shots on that 5-minute major, but I do think it is a good credit to what UNM does with those little simple things like we touched on in that second period. Smart sticks, good bodies in front of the lanes. I think that's what your PK does so well.
Yeah.
Is that something the coaching staff talks to you guys about, keeping in front of those, I guess those shooting lanes with your body and keeping good angles on your stick? Is that something that's preached to you guys quite heavily?
Yeah, a big focus of Coach Logan is trying to get people in front of the net. A lot of guys should want to tip, but if you block the goalie's vision, that's a lot more optimal for a goal. It may not be your goal, but it's definitely a team goal, and especially when you're killing or on the power play, when you have that man advantage, it's very important.
Yeah, and we saw that as well, even in the goal that Dane Wittert scores, right? I think it was a great team goal, to your point. There's 2 or 3 bodies in front of the net blocking the vision, getting that screen going, and Dane just puts like a shot on front of the net or onto the net, and it goes through. So I definitely think that's something UNM has to do in this period a little bit more. I think we saw some great, cross-ice passes, cross-crease passes, a little bit of the fancier stuff, but I think they just need to maybe make that more simpler play if they're going to put this puck past the goalie, because to his credit, he's been playing fantastic. UNM's put a lot of chances on the board, 24 already through 2. So I do think that's going to be something that UNM wants to focus on going into the third period.
So, guys, we touched on the second period, but keys to the third period. Lobos have a 1-0 lead here. What do they need to do to close this out?
From my standpoint, they have to do a lot of the simple things that they did in that first period, right? Have really great support in your own defensive zone. As the centerman, make sure you're coming over to the winger, have that short, quick pass to get out of the defensive end, and then transition into good cycle games. Keep that possession play. The longer you can keep the puck out of your opponent's hands, the better you're set up to win the game.
So here we are, face-off, puck drop on the third period about to take place. It's won there by ASU, and the puck is chipped out for Carnes to collect. Jared will send it into the zone. Going in after it is Zach Genshaw. Genshaw collides there with a few Sun Devils along the boards, tries to feed it. Puck loose, be able to be kept in there by Carnes, takes a shot to flex off a Sun Devil player. Chipped up the boards, and ASU to the other side.
Comes across 2-on-1, and it's off.
And an offsides there kills that opportunity, and a good one for ASU there as they had a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I think they were just a little bit too overzealous. They knew they had a great opportunity coming down the ice there, and I think unfortunately that supporting player on the far right side here just jumped a little bit early. But already a little fighting signs from ASU here. We'll see how UNM deals with that.
Going back, trying to break it out. A little miscommunication. Off the boards from Pace, and it goes back to the Arizona defenseman.
And ASU will recollect in their own zone, trying to start the breakout. Puck chipped off the boards. Nice play there made by Nick Weaver, able to dump it in a little bit further. First to the puck there, an ASU player, but he's harassed by Genshaw. Still battling for possession. The puck is going to be launched out of play here. Looks like it may have been offsides against the Lobos. So 19-12 here to go. Both teams seem like a lot of this has kind of been like a feeling out process between the two of them. Been carried over into the third period, and Josh always touches on this. There's an acclimation process for these teams as well. This is altitude here in Albuquerque, and they have to adjust to it.
But I also think a lot of it as well is you got to figure out how your opponent plays, and I always think the first game is always a little bit closer than what the second game will be. I don't know if you agree with that one, Wayne, but I feel like sometimes you learn little tendencies throughout a full 60-minute period that sometimes you pick up on and you can take advantage of in that second game.
And I think Arizona State is definitely a jump in competition level for the team. Last weekend was a little bit of a routing from NAU, and this team is definitely a different level.
Face off here in the ASU zone. Chance Shanks tied up there. We'll send the puck around for Garrett McKinstry to chase. Twirling away from him, number 28 for ASU. Chips it up the boards, and the Sun Devils clear the zone.
It's brought across by number 5. It's broken up by Lovett, and a shot. And a goal by ASU, number 4.
That's it was a
Lawrence Hansen.
Yeah, fantastic play there by Tyler Stoneman. He was someone we touched on in the second period there, Gino. He's their leading scorer. He's played fantastically over the last couple of weekends for ASU. Really nifty play around the defender, and then just makes a smart little cross-ice pass to his support, and he just puts it back in behind Max.
Good job driving in that.
Yeah.
Lot of traffic in front for Max to have him navigate there, and unable to locate that puck as it beat him 5-hole.
That should be a goal for the team, is to get as many pucks to be visible to Max as possible.
And a tough one there as Arizona State has tied it up early in the third.
It's brought down low by 21. Little scrum below. Lobos have not been used to a team this physical as ASU. As it gets in front, it's shot from the point. It's whiffed, and it's brought out by the Lobos.
Poked out by Kaufman as he'll skate to the other end. Unable to win that race, though, as ASU retreats behind their own net. Sent up the boards, turned over, though. Centered one in front. Unable to connect with anybody there. Throws one around the boards, goes high over the net. Now holding on to the puck there is Tyler Weiss. Weiss sends it up. Misses everybody, and having to skate all the way back down to his end of the ice is going to be Cook.
I know I touched on this in the second period, but I definitely feel like ASU is a jump up in speed for what UNM has had to play against. Even into last year, I feel like a lot of teams could not keep up with the pace that they showed. This is the first time I've seen a team really keep pace with them, especially through 2 periods.
Going into the boards hard there is Barnes. Unable to get the puck as ASU's out to center ice. Jared Carnes looks to challenge the ASU forward.
Chipped deep by number 2, 15, bring is low. Shot in front. Blocked by Tristan Collier. Tries to get out, there's a deflection in front. Goes to the corner, 24 has it. Shot from the point, Max sees it the whole way through though. Weiss tries to get out. Tough way to get out.
But good support there from UNM players, helping their player that's fallen down, try to get back up and push that into the neutral zone so they don't keep the play in their defensive zone too much longer.
And it's broken away by 15, and 15 gets a shot, and it's back in the corner. Dunwoody gets railed, and it's brought out by 53. ASU makes a turnover in the zone, it's a shot by, and Max sees it through, and it's 33 on the cover.
Yeah, a really smart play there defensively as well. Make sure that the only only shot attempt is from outside a nice normal lane. Max should be able to cut off any shooting angle there. So, it was good chance, good opportunity, but I think really smart by UNM players taking away that extra passing lane and making sure the only thing you can do is shoot it into Max's pads.
It's brought to the corner, and Payson's chasing it. 26, and it goes out.
High over
right
our
beneath
heads.
my feet, and I got a souvenir for the fans.
High over our heads here in the broadcast booth, something we're usually accustomed to over here. ASU a lot more offensively threatening here early in this third period than we've seen them the entire game.
Yeah, they've had a really good jump in this third period. Definitely interested to see how it'll translate through the rest of this period. But for UNM as well, this is the first time you've actually been in a scenario where you're tied, outside of being that first team to score. When we saw Colorado Mines come in, and UNM was the one to score first and the one to carry on with the game. This is the first time I can think of in a long time where they've had a team late in a period or late in a game challenge them.
Out to Genshaw, out to center ice. Chasing it after it, Nick Weaver in the corner, bodies a Sun Devil off the puck. Sent back to the blue line, bounces off an ASU stick. Racing after it is Tyler Levitt, tied up there, puts a Sun Devil into the boards. Sends it over across, unable to connect with Nick Weaver, and icing will be the call.
Interesting to see icing there. It looked like it deflected off one of the ASU players' skates there. So,
Yeah.
Interesting call, but one nonetheless.
And I think these games are important for the Lobos, especially after going to nationals and seeing the difference in competition.
Yeah.
These are the games that Coach Logan stresses that we win because they're going to be actually what we see in come playoff time.
Well, especially with an opponent like Air Force Academy coming in 2 weeks' time to play you guys. You know, you think this is a good ramp-up game.
Yes.
It's a breakout here.
Here comes Nick Weaver moving with pace, and Weaver shot, and that one goes wide. Great opportunity there for the Lobos on the fast break, just unable to convert. Puck sent in a little bit deeper for Genshaw, but the Sun Devils will rope it around. Kept in, though. Bounces off the stick. Genshaw gains control, fires one in front, loose in front, jamming away at it, and Burnell able to cover that one up. Lobos with a great opportunity to regain the lead, but Burnell able to locate that puck, and it is still 1-1 with 15:41 to go here in the third period.
And there's that line again that gives you such a big jump. The Payson Weaver Genshaw line that gets the gets the puck transition out of their own zone, gets some offensive time, and creates some fantastic opportunities to maybe turn the momentum in this game.
And it goes across, and number 19 brings it wide. Max plays it. They're cycling down low. It's in front. Broken up by Garrett McKinstry. Comes to the point and brought back low. And we got a Lobo player down in the corner.
Connor Cook was crutching at his right knee, and he is in considerable pain right now.
And he is waving towards the Lobo bench for somebody to come over, and assistant coach Brad Harris heading out there, and not a good look for Cook. You never want to see a player down on the ice, especially motioning towards the bench like that. And Brad Harris, along with a few other Lobos, is Coach Logan making his way out there as well. And Connor to his feet, thankfully. And he is definitely in a lot of discomfort.
Cannot put any pressure on his right knee. It's such a sad thing to see. He's had such a phenomenal game so far today. Hopefully he's doing okay.
Especially for a player coming off a dislocated shoulder. That you hate to see that.
And he's able to get to the bench safely. And like Nick, you alluded to it, this could be a significant loss if Connor can't go for the rest of the game. He's been all over the ice tonight for UNM.
Garrett McKinstry wins the faceoff. And Chan Shakes opens it up. Sauce down the middle, doesn't make it to Marcus.
That puck will go all the way down to the Arizona end of the ice. Still playing for it. Nice move made by Chance Shanks, just unable to keep possession of the puck. And that bounced off the boards, out to center ice, fanning on it, back into the ASU zone. Number 8 will rope it around the boards. Huge hit there at the blue line as Coyer throwing around his body. And icing looks like it'll be the call. No, it's going to be a penalty.
Interference.
And looks like interference is going to be the call.
And we're just getting word from Josh that sounds like Connor felt or heard a pop in his knee. So hopefully it's nothing serious. It might have just been the collision with the boards, but you really hope it's not a long-term injury for a guy. He's been so great early in the season. And as you mentioned, Wayne battled through a lot of injury as well. So you hope it's nothing more serious.
Cycled in. 55 brings it out. Goes to Weiss down the middle.
And it's all the way down to the Arizona zone, and the Lobos with a penalty there for interference. So they're on the penalty kill. 1:40 left to go on that as Arizona looks to strike for their first lead.
18 brings it low. Trying to bring it out to the point. This Arizona team is very good with the advantage, and a shot in front, and Max sees it through. Trying to cycle again, looking for the point. This Arizona State team is.
UNM PK's been really patient with it, but you can tell ASU is trying to figure out where the weakness is in this PK defense.
Something you don't want to see is a tip in front, but Max covers it. And there's a little scuffle in the middle, and in the corner, Lovett gets it. 29 in front, there's a shot on net. Rebound!
Nice.
And a goal by number 29, Arizona State.
And nothing Max McCarron could do there. He made a beautiful kick save. That rebound just came out too deep, and an ASU player was waiting in that near faceoff dot to bury it. And just like that, Arizona State has struck for 2 goals in the third and take their first lead of the game.
It's such a big moment there. You see Max gets one shot attempt save, kicks the second, and then unfortunately he goes across the far side where there's no one there to hit away the puck. But he got a piece of it, to his credit, just unfortunately just trickled past behind him. We have a 2-1 game here.
They need to eliminate those second opportunities.
Yeah. Second and third chances is something we talked about all season, you know, making sure that Max and Sam, they only have that one shot to deal with. ASU's done a fantastic job here in the third period of taking advantage of that and finding that weakness in the UNM defense.
Lobos for the first time having to respond to a deficit in this contest as Jared Carnes is in a foot race with number 4, able to win it momentarily, but has that puck chipped past him.
Number 5 brings it low, and he's bringing it around. It goes in front. Marcus Trujillo brings it up to Garrett McKinstry and is coming across the red ice.
Here comes McKinstry, tries to make a move around a few ASU defenders. Burnell there to sweep the puck away. Shanks throws one in front. Puck is loose, chopping at it. No one able to get it past him. Lobos have to resettle in the neutral zone. Shanks will chip it off the boards, tries to hit Trujillo, got lost in too many Arizona sticks.
It's brought across. And it's put deep, number 4, in a foot race, and he brings down Tristan Collier. And on the way down, the ref brings up his arm. We don't know what the penalty is, but it's on Arizona State. It's delayed. Max McKiernan has left the bench.
Here comes Chance Shanks now on the delayed penalty. He's hit hard down to the ice, and that will wrap up that as ASU able to get possession, and the Lobos now will have an opportunity on the man advantage. Great chance for them to tie this contest up as we wait for the signal from the referee.
Tripping goal. He signaled there, so 2-minute tripping goal. One thing we never really see too much, Tristan actually on the other end of a big hit. Usually he's the one laying the boom, so a weird little one there, but
once in a lifetime hit for sure.
As Nick Weaver is set to take this face off, he's flanked there by Seth Payson and Chance Shanks to his left. And he has Zach Genshaw and Dane Whittet there at the blue line, so the Lobos putting their big guns out there on this man advantage, looking to tie this game up. Face off 1, Whittet holds it there near the blue line, feeds over across to Genshaw. Genshaw to Shanks, back to Genshaw at the blue line. Goes in a little bit deeper, feeds Chance in front, unable to connect. Dane holds it in, throws one towards the net and into the glove of Burnell.
This power play does such a good job of moving it high to low, side to side, making the goalie change his angles, and then they make those smart plays when they see there's an opportunity to go cross ice or even back to the point today to get a really clean shot. They do such a great job of cycling the puck, making ASU move around.
Here's Whittet now with it. Feeds over across to Payson. Payson down low to Shanks. Shanks looking for an outlet. Covered there was Genshaw. Tried to get a pass to him, but too many Sun Devils around. Whittet will feed over across Payson. Skate to stick there. Holding on to it now as Whittet has the puck chopped away from him, has to retreat to pick it up.
And the Lobo power play is built for Dane Whittet to quarterback it. And he's going to come in, and they're going to set it up from here.
And that puck out to center ice, moving in Payson. Throws it in a little bit deeper around the boards. Bodies collide there. Looking for possession. Lobos will send it around the back of the net. Holding on to it is Weaver. Feeds to Dane Whittet. Whittet has to keep it in off of the glove of Seth Payson. Payson now skates in. He's pinched up against the boards, loses possession, but gets it back. Seth looking for somebody to get the puck to. Just sets up shop behind a Burnell and net. Feeds it over across. Back behind to Payson. Pass interrupted. Nick Weaver in a foot race for the puck, and ASU able to chip it out of the zone.
That's a big, big dump there. They take away precious time off this power play. But UNM's quick back here to reset and try and go again for the last 35 seconds.
And they're going to keep the starting line and try and generate some energy. They're down 1, 10 minutes to go. Going to have a long shift from the boys.
Throws it over across. Number 26 starts to center one in front, unable to connect with anybody there. Back across for Nick Weaver. Logan sticking with this lineup here on the power play. Back to Shanks. Hits Nick Weaver. Feeds it back over to Whittet at the blue line. Dumps it into the far boards corner. Back to Whittet at the blue line. Dane takes the shot. That one deflects just wide. Battling for possession here. Shanks able to battle it away from an ASU defender. Chance now to the blue line. Down to the final one. And now ASU back at full strength. Lobos searching for the equalizing goal. The puck is picked up and ASU is about to center ice.
Across and it's the front. He's looking for the pass and he gets a shot off Max. It's below and there's person in slot. And Max somehow saves it. There's a rebound attempt and Arizona State keeps it in. Sun Devils maintaining possession down low. Another chance in front, and there's a whistle on the call.
Really lucky timing there as well. You can see the UNM boys are absolutely gassed from that being on there for the full 2-minute shift. They're really unlucky, really fortunate, I should say, that they didn't get a goal scored against them there. That you could tell Max stood on his head there to make that great save in the crease there. Otherwise, this is a 3-1 game.
Max definitely keeping the boys in the game. Carnes puts it behind to Tristan. Looking for Weiss wide, and they got the puck across the red line.
Battling for possession there as Weiss will send it in a little bit deeper. Burnell had to make a save there as Weiss was just dumping it in from center ice. Puck sent up. Miscommunication there. ASU couldn't connect. Jack Kaufman has his pass attempt deflect off a few Arizona sticks. Almost turned over there.
Fantastic work by Tyler Weiss.
And Weiss now battling. Centers one over across and unable to maintain possession. ASU on the counterattack.
It's a 2-on-1, and the whistle blows again.
And the Sun Devils offsides. Another 2-on-1 opportunity blown dead because ASU just a little bit ahead of the puck. And guys, this is the first time this season we've ever really seen the Lobos seem like they're on their heels.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I've definitely not been accustomed to since I've been doing this. You know, even for Tristan, he usually makes really, really smart plays with the blue line, keeps the puck in. Unfortunately, he gets a really weird bounce, and it careens onto the ASU player, and they skate out for a 2-on-1 chance. But fortunately for them, jumped a little bit too early, and it went for an offside.
Puck thrown across as Arizona will settle it down. Sun Devils with the 1-goal lead, obviously in no rush to get the puck out of their zone. Lobos will try to press the issue here, but number 28 for ASU will just set up shop behind his goaltender. Looking for the breakout. Deflects off an ASU player's stick and bounces around the Lobos bench, and that will lead to a stoppage of play with 9:13 to go here in the third period.
Very interested to see what we see this last 9 minutes here. You know, I think for UNM, these are the type of games, to your point earlier, Wayne, you want to see these kind of moments. You want to see what the boys are capable of pulling out, what kind of mettle they have, and this will help sharpen them for later in the season when they hopefully go to Nationals.
McKinstry tied up there in the face-off, unable to win it as ASU maintains possession. They'll chip the puck out to center ice. Curtis Brown tries to clear it, but that's intercepted. Nice pickup there by McKinstry, able to strip the puck off of the twisting ASU player. Garrett tries to get the corner, centers one in front, unable to connect there with anybody.
Close opportunity. Number 11 keeps it deep. He's the only guy in the zone. Feels a body from Curtis Brown. It's brought back low. This Lobo line is looking for a change, trying to get it out of the zone. Going back low to Curtis. He's looking for Trujillo. Turnover in their own zone. Number 4 seems to be down by himself, and Arizona State brings it back down, and it is an ice.
Marcus took that stick in a rather awkward position.
Place you unfortunately have felt the ire of here as well, Gino, by a puck last year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know all too well, my friend.
I've blocked out traumatic experiences like that. I feel no pain.
Well, mostly because we're at ice level, so we freeze.
That is true, yeah. I've lost feeling in all my toes by this point. And Burnell will cover up that quick opportunity there off the face-off. Lobos facing a deficit with 8:22 here to go in the third period. What's the key for them to find that equalizing goal, guys?
I think this is a big moment. They're putting out the fourth line, get some extra energy, get the boys hitting, keep a good cycle going, and keep that possession game going. That will help catapult them. Start building some momentum, do the simple things right, and don't worry about, you know, what happens over this next 8 minutes. Just take it one shift at a time and focus on that.
Chipped off the boards there. Lobo's able to keep it in momentarily, still slapping away at the puck. Nice play there by Turon. Sent in off of Burnell's blocker, and that'll go high into the far face-off dot. Still battling for possession there. Lobos needing to set up those passing lanes here urgently. Into the corner now. Puck centered in front, couldn't find anybody there. Whittet unable to keep it in the zone, so he'll have to retreat out to center ice. Dane will feed that one over across. Now moving in Turon. Turon takes a big hit, but able to stand it up. Still battling behind the net. Feeds it over across. Twisting away from a hit, there is Barnes. Unable to maintain possession, ASU collects, and now they're out to center ice.
Number 19 takes it in deep, rips a shot off, and it's right in the barrel of Max McKiernan. And a little talking in front with Dane Whittet, number 2 of ASU.
Those are two big guys. I don't think I want to mess with either of them.
Yeah.
One thing though, Gino and Wayne, I don't know if you'd agree. I want to see UNM get a couple more bodies to the net. You know, we've seen them focus on the cycle game, but they need to get better at creating those extra screens in front of the ASU goalie. That's the only way they've scored tonight. So do the simple things, get bodies in front, and maybe we'll get a lucky one past them.
Yeah, Brunell is a great goalie. They definitely have to keep him moving if they want to score. And it's brought back low, and Carnes has to go to the corner. He's got a guy behind him, and it's back to Tristan. ASU forecheck working really well here. Managed to bring 3 below. And Payson hugs it at the wall. And ASU keeps it in again. It's back in the right corner. Carnesy looks up. He's turning below. Payson opens up for the breakout. And another turnover by this first line. UNM not playing good in the third period. Trying to slow it down. And it ricochets off the front of Nick Weaver.
Puck floats high into the air. Now here comes Payson moving in with Genshaw. Payson a shot.
Oh.
Barnell snags that one right out of the air.
That was a similar style shot that we saw work very, very well against Colorado Mines a couple weekends ago by Seth Payson. He ripped them right past the glove, the goalie, on 2 occasions, but this time the ASU goalie, Burnell, is just up to the task on everything.
Face off here. Curtis Brown dumps it in a little bit deeper. Lobo's looking to start a centering pass, unable to connect there. ASU out to center ice. Huge hit there made, and a penalty is going to be called there against Curtis Brown, you have to think. And tripping is going to be what the official determines there.
Lucky he didn't get called for a knee-to-knee.
That's one of those bang-bang plays right there. And unfortunately, Curtis Brown just unable to get out of the way of that. So ASU is going to take a man advantage here with 6:21 left to go and a leading by 1 goal here. So, I mean, it's probably an understatement to say this penalty kill is probably the game.
Absolutely. We'll see what kind of momentum UNM can wrangle back off. There's a fantastic shot from the point
Hard
there.
for Max to see that one.
And Max really just fought that one off with his glove.
Made a great glove save there.
With his trademark calm. Max never looks like he's panicked in the net, and that's been one of his huge advantages we touched on earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the calmness of Max is always something that always astounds me, is how just solid he is in net, even no matter when the puck's scrambling around him like it is there from that tip shot.
And it is wheeled out. What a play by number 22 of ASU to keep it in. It crosses the blue line, though. And it's brought back across 19, breaks it in. It's brought in wide, hard back check by number 90, Garrett McKingstry, and it's brought back low.
That was like an 18-inch vertical right there by number 22.
Belongs in the NBA with that kind of leap.
It's brought back to the point, number 20, and a minute more of 5-on-4. They're going to hold it tight outside. They're defending the box well, the Lobos are, and it goes high. Carnesy tries to get it out. It rings across the side. Seth Payson playing the puck well, and he's going to get it out of the zone. What a play by Seth Payson.
Beautiful stick lift there by Seth. Patience pays off there. Waited out the ASU defender there at the blue line.
And number 19 is going to wheel it in. And Carnes with the amazing stick. Now the Lobos want to make sure that they don't get dragged into any areas that are too deep because they want to maintain the box.
It's a great point, Wayne. Lobos have been very active with their defensive sticks so far tonight, but you don't want to get too carried away and leave too many open options for ASU.
Yeah, in this case, you want to keep a solid triangle. You know, you make sure you got your 2 in front, clear out guys on either side, and then you've got Seth in this case, who's playing the high slot. He's, you know, using his stick.
As that shot into the glove of Burnell, snaps that one right out of the air.
And those are the shots that need to be redirected. The goalie saw that all the way through.
Absolutely. And to the point, Garrett's probably got to get across a little bit quicker there to make sure he's at least there for a screen or at least a close tip to change it up, make the goalie scramble a little bit.
Over across, Lovett has the puck, bounce over a stick. Nice second effort there to keep the puck in momentarily. Puck sent in a little bit deeper. Now sent over across. ASU looking to collect here as the final 6 seconds tick off of the Shanks minor penalty.
Lobos are back to full strength.
As
And
ASU blast, and Max able to fight that one off.
Nick Weaver taking it behind the net. Dane Whittet trying to get out of a tough spot in the corner and cannot get to number 90, Garrett McKinstry, and it maintains in the hands of number 4 in ASU. Got a scrum in the middle, and Weiss takes it across.
Weiss now charging in as the Lobos are staring at the final 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Weiss goes around, unable to connect with anybody there. Battling for the puck there is Weaver. Weaver pressed up against the boards. We'll see the puck go around to ASU possession. Still battling there, unable to maintain possession. Tristan Coyer, harassed by a lot of Sun Devils, gets it over to Payson.
One thing in the last 2 minutes here I'd be looking for is when does Coach Logan look to Max to pull him for that extra attacker to get that little bit of extra support on the ice. I think with what you touched on as well, Wayne, you probably want to make sure that your top line's rested a little bit. We see them out here with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this is the time, if they can get some offensive zone time, that Coach Logan pulls Max to create that extra man advantage.
And never underestimate the chemistry between Nick Weaver and Zach Ganshaw. They know where each other are on the ice at all times, and it can lead for a lot of backdoor opportunities. Looking for it out. A lot of pressure from ASU. They're going to circle around looking for Tristan Coyer. Tristan Coyer's looking for someone in the middle. Ganshaw has it. And brought across by Nick Weaver.
Weaver now with the puck, charges into the zone, looking for an outlet, feeds to Payson, just missing him on that opportunity. Now battling now. Over across, drive by Coyer, and that one deflects off an ASU player and
That
out
hurt.
of play, and he's feeling that one.
Tristan has such a big, heavy shot, and you have to feel like that's going to hurt real bad tomorrow morning. But, you know, a great individual effort to put his body on the line, make sure he's helping his goalie out a little bit, as we see a timeout here called by UNM.
Fun fact, Tristan Coyer actually broke my skate in half in high school with a shot.
That does not surprise me at all.
I can definitely say that ASU player is not going to be sleeping on that side of his
Yeah.
body tonight, for sure. You got to be brave to put yourself in front of that
That's
shot.
Such a huge play with 2 minutes left in the game to throw yourself at that puck with a guy like Tristan that's going to shoot that puck so hard, so heavy. And he's had a lot of success. Let's talk about it. 2 goals already this season, and all of them always are from big, heavy slap shots, or at least heavy wrist shots from the point. So
And not a guy who prides himself on his scoring. He really is a defensive player.
The gauge I get from Tristan from afar is he loves his hitting. He loves, you know, the physical side of the game. So, but he's someone that if he can tee up, he will tee up, and he'll absolutely rip it at a goalie.
So, guys, Lobos staring at a 1-goal deficit, 1:56 left to go in the third. What do they got to do to get this equalizing goal?
I think you really have to play possession game. You have to make sure every pass, every little bit you're going to do over these next 2 minutes stays in the ASU end. And if it is going to come out, it's not going to come out far. It has to stay in the neutral zone. The D have to be really active about making sure they're pinching at the blue line, you know, putting pressure on that ASU player that's breaking out and making sure it does stay in. The longer this stays in, the more tired ASU gets. It's going to allow more opportunities, you know, and it's such a great skating line that's out there right now. We'll
And this face-off is crucial for whether or not they're going to let Max come to the bench or not.
Absolutely is.
Max McCarron will keep an eye on him to see when he goes to the bench as Seth Payson holds on to the puck. Centers in front, just missing. Zach Genshaw there. Thrown towards the direction of the net. ASU able to keep it in. Nice play made by Nick Weaver. And a whistle coming here, and they're going to call a hand pass on Nick Weaver. Not quite sure. I agree with the official there. Nick was just trying to swap that puck out of the air.
Yeah, there's been so many weird calls tonight. It's hard to figure out what way's what. So
left is right and
yes,
right is left
We're
tonight.
an opposite day.
Well, can't fault the officials. When you stare at stripes all that long, you're probably
Seeing things.
losing your mind a little bit.
Carnes wheels it down low. He's looking for Tristan. A lot of pressure from ASU. And Ganshaw's brought it out, number 89.
Nice move, Ganshaw. Bench is calling for Max to come to the bench. Wheeled around. Lobos have to keep possession here. Nice play by Carnes to keep it in, but ASU able to clear it out. Max racing back. Huge hit. Coming back, Tristan Coyer might have just saved the dagger goal. ASU will dump it in. Nick Weaver able to do skate to stick, and they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call a high stick here.
I don't even think he touched that.
Nick Weaver not happy with the call, voicing it to the officials.
Another questionable call from the officials so far.
Definitely not a good night from the Zebras.
But maybe there's a reason we're here and they're there. So
I've been in their shoes. I understand it's a hard thing to call, but the consistency has to be a thing. And
Kids say mean stuff too.
yes,
that's
absolutely.
true.
I know that one all too well with 2 daughters.
Whitted gets pressured on the hash.
And Max making his way out as that pass will go past Seth Payson. Lobos are going to clear the net. Not so fast, though. Lobos offsides, though. Max kind of just standing midway between the bench and the goal, trying to figure out when he's going to go. Payson dumps it in. Max is coming to the bench. Down to the last 41 seconds here to go. Puck wrapped around the boards. Lobos need the equalizing goal. It's Shanks over across. Whitted a shot. That one deflects just wide. Now back across. Lobos back. Brown to Whitted. Whitted winds. Fires. That shot deflects just off of the pad of Burnell. Down to the final 23 seconds here to go. Puck dumped out of the zone. It'll go the length of the ice. Whitted has to race for it. Number 23 shoots
The
it
foot
wide.
race and he misses.
Oh, turned
21
over here.
in front of the net, and that will do it. ASU will end it with 13.4 on the clock.
And the ASU players celebrating right in the face of the Lobo faithful here. And that's going to rile up a few fans here at the Outpost Arena as they are able to bury the empty net goal with 13.4 to go. Guys, in what I would assume is quite a shocker to the Lobos on the bench and the fans in the stands, ASU storms back with a 3-goal third period.
Yeah, you'd have to think, Wayne, you'd probably be able to touch on it a little bit more, but I don't think the coaching staff would be the happiest with this. I think you have 2 really great periods, and then all of a sudden the third period, I think you get a little bit away, you allow ASU back in, some silly passes, and I understand probably a lot of that is due to tiredness. This is the first team, as we mentioned, that really has pushed them both physically and speed-wise over a consistent 60-minute game. So
I think they definitely need to be more comfortable being uncomfortable
Yes.
in these situations. But I think this moment will pay dividends for the Lobos in the end of the year.
That puck bounces high over the ASU net, and that'll do it. The final buzzer sounds here at the Outpost Arena, and the Lobos suffer the loss on home ice, dropping Game 1 to the ASU Sun Devils 3-1. And Wayne, you touched on a really good point there, and Nick, you alluded to it as well earlier. The Lobos looked challenged for the first time this season, and the response was probably not what Coach Logan was looking for. But the good news for this Lobo team is they have another opportunity tomorrow to right the ship against the Sun Devils.
Absolutely, and I think something as well, Wayne, you touched on, you learn a lot from losing, and sometimes you can win so much that you don't have anything to really take away. And you can have the coaching staff tell you, hey, you're doing these things wrong, you're not executing this way. But when you're winning, it doesn't really matter. You don't really, listen to that feedback. When you do lose and have these tough losses against really good opponents, I do think it helps set you up. And I do think that this will be a moment we look back on later in the season and we go, this was a game where it really propelled UNM forward because they learnt what they needed to do in tough situations and translate that forward into the big moments.
Yeah, I think so too. And once the Lobos get through these moments like this, I think they'll be a lot better of a team. I think a lot of the advantage that the Lobos have is having a huge roster, being able to run 4 lines. And when it's a team's 4th shift and it's another team's 2nd, it makes a huge difference. And when you have a team like ASU, which roster's filled out, it really comes down to skill and not legs.
Absolutely.
So
what do you think the coaching staff's going to talk about between tonight's game and tomorrow night?
I think pickiness. I think they were a little bit too picky with the shots. I think that Ganshaw-Weaver line they play beautiful hockey, but a lot of it was just too much outside, and there was a lot where they could have been in the slot and taken a shot and been in front and redirected or making sure the goalie can't see it.
So a tough one for the Lobos here at the Outpost Arena. They dropped the first game here against ASU 3-1. We'll be right back here at the Outpost Arena tomorrow night at 8 a.m. for Game 2 of this contest. On behalf of myself, Gino Gutierrez, my broadcast partner, Nick Hudson, also Wayne Manette. Wayne, thank you so much for joining us. Our producer, Julian Chavez, Joshua Carrillo, the 4th member of our broadcast crew, and arguably the most important, and our camera operator, Chris Karras. I'm Gino Gutierrez saying good night from the Outpost. Lobos dropped this one 3-1. We'll be back on tomorrow night.